Right, hello folks. This is just a bit of an introduction. My name's Nick Lemieux. I call myself Crapo Nick because Crapo is it's a toad, and Jersey people are known as Crapos. So I'm a Jerseyman, so that's why I've put Crapo Nick for this channel. I do have another channel on YouTube which is Wild Rover 434, and I got some old videos of when we were farming, when my late father was farming, and I put some videos sort of early 90s, those on, of tractors and working on the farm. And also, you know, I've got another hobby of playing the accordion, sort of, and put a few accordion videos on that one as well. So I wanted to start this channel mainly because for about a year now I've started restoring Corgi and Dinky models and some Matchbox, the bigger ones, models, and you know, I've been very interested in other people doing the same thing on YouTube. I've been watching different channels. Bob Willis, I've been watching his. He's a really good restorer, and I've started restoring them anyway, and I enjoy doing it. So I thought I'd start a channel with just, you know, my restorations on. So basically today, like I say, is a bit of an introduction of myself. And recently I've been on holiday to we went to England, and stayed in Chester, and there was a collector's train and toy fair up at Haydock Park whilst we were there. So we just drove there quickly from Chester and went to this fair, and I bought a few models that I want to restore. So because we don't get anything like that in Jersey. You know, you get the odd car boot sale where you don't find many models. You sometimes find some. I have found a few, but not many. So you know, it's great when I go to England and I can go to these toy fairs like a kid in a sweet shop. Anyway, so I'm just going to show you some of the models I've bought whilst I was at that fair, and then hopefully in later videos I'll show you me restoring some of them. Okay, so if I make a start, well, this first one I've got here, I'll just move the camera because it's no good you looking at me and the car's being out of the picture. Right, hello, I'm back again. So this is the first model, Ford Cortina Dinky that I bought, and it's not in bad condition. It's got a bit of paint loss. The steering seems to all work okay. The suspension, it feels okay. So you know, it's quite a nice little model, that, and I'm going to paint that one up, so I'll do a video of it. The inside is a bit grubby, but that's to be expected, so that'll have a good clean up. So that's the first one. That old lorry there, that's I've got 2 or 3 of those. I'm going to do that one up as well. That's one I bought on eBay a while ago. So I've got a soft spot for Bedford, so I like that. So that'll be another restoration project. Okay, now here's another one. This I bought. Probably paid a bit too much for it. I think it was £5 I paid, but it's a comma, and I want to make a Arctic out of it. I've got the piece, I've got a reproduction piece that goes on the back there to take the trailer, and I've got the tubing for making the axles, and I've got some reproduction hubs. So I've got a few of the Bedford Arctics like that, and I've wanted a comma one, but when you see the commas, they don't come up very often, and when they do, they're usually very expensive. So I'm quite pleased with that one. And I've got this trailer I bought in a job lot of all bits and pieces of the Bedford ones I've got. You know, with a few trailers and a few cabs and a few bits and pieces. So this is one of the last trailers I've got from that job lot, and I'm going to try and put it together with this one. So I'm looking forward to doing that one. What else have we got? This RAC Land Rover. I've wanted one of those for a while, like that, and the bumper's slightly kinked, just on the right hand side there, but it's obviously been somebody stood on it, so it's well wonky. The cab's wonky. You can't see very well there, but it's all that side's a bit bent. You can see it there. So it's not in very good shape, this one, but I'm hoping I can do something with it, straighten it up without breaking the pillars. I don't want to really touch the bumper there. I might leave it, because I've tried to straighten one before like that and it's snapped. It really doesn't take much, and it doesn't look too bad, so I'll leave that bumper bent like that. I say that, but I'll probably try and straighten it, knowing me. That's usually what happens. Anyway, so that's another one. Now this Pullman Imp, it's not in bad condition, so I've got a bit of a dilemma here. I don't really know whether I want to paint it or not. It's got a few chips and scuffs, but on the whole it's not bad, and I like to try and leave things sort of original as much as I can, and I think it might be a mistake if I repainted that one. I don't know, but I'd be interested to hear your views, so if you can let me know in the comments, please, I'd be most grateful what you think I should do, whether I should paint it or leave alone. It's a lovely little model, I like that one. Let's see. Dinky Toys. Yeah, I like that. What we got next door? I've got there two of these Superior ambulances. Now, I've been after one of these for a while. So these were in a box at the toy fair, and well, the battery thing has gone out of it, but you can get them at a price. It's got these parts of the little lights, they haven't been broken, so that's just a bulb in there, isn't it? So I'm going to try and do that one. But I noticed, I hadn't really taken much notice before, but I noticed with these two models, this one, these little lights here are different on this one than they are on that one. And I don't know, did they change them with different years of the model? I don't know. Somebody will know. If you can let me know, I'd be most grateful. I'm not sure if this one might have been repainted. It's difficult to tell. I don't think so. But it's got the battery holder in there, so this one's a better bet than the other one, but I would like to try and do them both. So that's those two. Now here's another one. I've got a bit of a dilemma. A little Heinkel Bubble Car, and it's got quite a few paint chips, but it's really not that bad, and I don't know whether to just clean it up and keep it original, or whether I should repaint it. There's a bit of a like I say, I like to keep them original if I can, but I don't know. Another one, you could let me know what you think, whether I should do it or leave it. Just give it a bit of a clean. Now, what else we got? Oh, I've got a few here. Now this old Rover. I just bought it because I've got another Rover, and I thought, oh, some of the the what they call those lights, you shine the light in the back and the headlights look like they light up. I've got an ordinary Rover, and one of the lights is broken, so I thought, this looks a scrappy old one, I'll just get that. It was only 2 or 3 quid, and I thought I'll get that and just take the inside out. And then I noticed it's got the spotlights in the middle, and you know, it's got the red paint underneath and the white roof, so it's one of the Monte Carlo ones. And I thought, oh, I'm better off restoring that one into the Monte Carlo colours, or what, you know, guys. And it's got a broken pillar there, unfortunately, at the top, but that can be glued. Bit of the old baking powder and super glue. So I'm going to do that one. It'll be a bit of a challenge. I'll do that one. Now here's a Jaguar. It's got white tyres. I don't know whether that's original or not, whether somebody's put them on. If anybody knows if they put white tyres on them, I'd like to know. That's another one that's been squashed. So I will do that one up, because it's not a bad model. I think it can be straightened up gently. Whether I do it the same colour or one of the other colours they did, I don't know. But it's got the red interior, so it's really got to be a sort of a light blue or a turquoisey. And I've got another one of those as well, which is in better condition. It's just got paint loss really, so that's definitely going to be repainted, that one. Now I've got this Dinky Toys Land Rover fire appliance. I've got a sort of a collection of different fire appliances. It's got a bit wonky axles, they're both bent, but I think it's going to be a pretty straightforward restoration job. Like I say, I've got some other fire appliances. I've got Dinky ones and Corgi ones and some Matchbox king size ones, so I've sort of got a bit of a collection going. So this is one that I've looked at and I thought I'd like to try and get one, so this was pretty cheap, so ideal. I can get a reproduction ladder for it, so that's one I'll be doing. What else have we got? Nice Mercedes 220 SE Coupe. That's it's tatty, but you know, it's going to need a repaint, and unfortunately it's got a broken pillar at the top. It's cracked, so I'll have to fix that. But it's still got its little Mercedes badge on the top of the radiator, so that's cool. So really, you know, it's got turning steering. It's not a bad little car, that. So I'm going to look forward to doing that one. I don't know what other colours they did, but I'll probably do it in the same colour, because I think that's the original colour there. That's that one. Oh, and I've got a Ford console, classic, Corgi Toys, which isn't in bad nick, just paint loss again. That's quite a nice one. I think I'll have to repaint that one because there's too many chips on it. So we'll do that one. I have got another one of these which needs doing. Unfortunately the pillar's a bit bent, but it's, you know, you can see there it's not broken. So I'll gently straighten that. So that's a nice one. What else? Oh, I've got a whole handful here. Now this Bentley number 194 Dinky Toys. I had one of these when I was a kid. Yep, second hand, but it was in good nick, and I was very rough on my toys, and I'm afraid I smashed mine up, and I really regret it now. So I've been after one for a while, but they always go quite a bit of money on eBay, and this one was in a box at the toy fair, and they didn't want much for it, so I thought, okay, I can get the windscreens, a replacement windscreen. The steering wheel I'm not sure, but you know, something can be adapted if I can't. So I thought, happy days, this is great, just what I've been looking for. Bit of a challenge, and you know, I think I can bring that up looking like new again. So we'll be doing that one. I've been after one of these caravans for quite a while, but they always go very expensive as well, so you know, I was lucky to find this one. It's been overpainted, but you know, I'll strip it down, and it's, you know, it's the wrong colours, but I'll put it back into the original colours. So that's nice. I'm well chuffed with that one. So that's that. There's a Matchbox king size Scamel. I'm not that struck on these. I mean, I don't mind the Scamels, but the Matchbox, I don't like the hard plastic tyres. I've never liked them as a kid. I never liked them. You know, once, I don't know whether the wheels shrink a bit or what, and then the tyres go loose and they fall off. Used to drive me scatty when I was a kid, the tyres falling off when I was trying to play with them. So anyway, this was in a box with 2 or 3 other models I wanted, and you know, it was, I think it was 3 or 4 for £10, I can't remember, and there wasn't much left in the box, so I thought, well, I've got to you know, I want the other models, so I might as well get something else as well. And I thought, well, this isn't too bad, so I'll do this one up. But I think it's got a bent chassis. It looks a bit bowed. It's hard to see from the camera, but so that's that one. Now this one, I've got 2 or 3 of these. Again, I had one when I was a kid. Well, I've still got it, but I wrecked it. All the plastic's broken on mine, and I did get one a while back that was in really good condition. It doesn't really need anything doing to it, and this one's not too bad. It's got a little chip in the glass just there, but it's not too bad, so I'll probably repaint it because it's got quite a bit of paint loss on the cab, but it's all complete apart from the horses, which you can get. But yeah, none of the doors or anything are broken, so it wasn't very much money, so I thought I'll get another one. So that's another one. These I love, and I nearly dropped it. Lovely AC articulated lorry. I've got about 13 of these. I've got the 2 car carrier ones and a few tankers, and I've painted one up in Mobil oil colours, all red with the Mobil stickers. It looks quite nice. So that's another. I'll just clean that up because I've done some of the other ones. I've got the reproduction metal tops, you know, the caps. So that the plastic bits that I've taken off that weren't broken on the others, I've kept them, so I've got enough to change that and make that okay. So I'll just give that a good clean up, a good paint, not paint, a good wash, and I'll leave it original because it's quite nice. I think it's quite nice like it is. So that's that one, and I'll move that out of the way. A couple more here. This roller. What's it? And there, I like this one. It's an Eveling Barford diesel roller, and that's quite nice. It's all complete. Just really the roof there, that bit's broken. I don't know whether you can get reproduction ones, but anyway, if I can't, I'll repair that one. So that'll make a nice little model when it's all restored. So that's quite cool. And then I've got this. I've already got one of these, but this one's quite cheap and it's got all the back doors. It's all complete. It's scruffy, so it does need a paint. So I'll be doing that one. The other one like this I've got, it's in good condition, so it doesn't need anything doing to it, the other one. So I'll leave the other one original. Another good one I got, which I'm going to leave original, is this Lucid dumper truck, or Euclid, I don't know how you say it. Euclid. God knows how you say that. But anyway, it's a nice little dumper and it's in really good condition. So I won't be painting that. It's got a few little chips, but hardly anything. And the back, you know, the back lifts up fine. Look, it's great, perfect. So that's nice. I'm pleased I found that, and for not much money either. I think it was £8. A couple more I've got here. Well, three more of these Mercedes Pullman, Mercedes-Benz 600 Pullman. So I've got one that's new mint already before. The only thing that winds me up about it is that the steering wheel, it's the same in this one. The steering wheel's come off and it's floating around the inside, and I really don't want to undo it because it's in such good condition, otherwise it'll spoil it undoing it. But these, I'll pick these up for, well, that's £3 that one, and I thought I'll do these. There's 3 more models to restore. Now this one's a bit puzzling me a little bit, because on here you can see there's gold paint, and I don't think they did them gold, or I might be wrong, I don't know, I've not seen a gold one, but that gold paint is underneath the red paint, so that's a bit odd. So if anybody knows whether they did paint them gold, please let me know, because I'd like to, you know, if they were gold, I'll paint one gold so they're not all the same. So that's a bit strange, because like the others, it's just the metal underneath the red paint. There's no traces of any gold under them. So it's a bit of a mystery to me, that one. So that's those. Got this one, which is a nice Bedford TK. Like I say, I've got a soft spot for Bedfords, and I used to drive a TK when 2 or 3 years after I left school, I went driving for a haulage contractor, and I used to drive a TK tipper, and then he had a few of these Arctics. He was all Bedford, so I drove one of those as well. So I've got a couple of these, but somebody's painted black on it, or drawn black on it with permanent marker, so I guess I'll have to paint that one. But it's nice truck, I like that one. And last of all, I don't normally go for anything this small, but this Ford Thames minibus. When I was a kid, my parents had one of these, the red one, and I've got 2 sisters and a brother, so my dad used to drive, my mum sit in the front, and you know, in the inside this door there used to be a seat that used to fold forward so you could get into the back seat, but there was a seat that folded forward, a single seat, and then alongside of that there was a 2-seater bench seat. Then behind that there was a 3-seater bench seat, and in the very back there was 2 fold-up seats. You know, you'd sit in that with your backs to the sides of the van, obviously, and face one another. And me and my brother used to go in the back seats and wave to the cars out the back window, or make faces. We did that as well. So that's why I wanted this one. I don't, like I say, normally go for smaller models like this because I find them more fiddly. And I had an accident many years, well, quite a few years ago on the farm, and lost half my thumb. So I find these small fiddly ones are a bit too fiddly for me. So, but anyway, that's why I wanted that one, was because, you know, we had one when I was a kid. So that's about it for now. I think that's all the models I got at the... Oh no, 2 more. and it's these Priestman excavators. This one's got a few little bits missing, and it's got the lever missing. Where's it? The lever that locks it there from turning, that's broken off. It's got, it needs a piece on there to make it work. So it's like a little knob on the end of there should be, and then obviously the strings. So I'll have to look out for bits for that one. This one's a lot better, it's pretty well complete, apart from the strings. That's got a little bend in it there. I don't know if it's meant to. I think, not sure. Look at the other one, is it? I don't know. But anyway, it's got the little plastic piece there to work the back of the bucket. It's got the little lever that locks, and this one's got the tracks on. So, but again, that knob is missing. Somebody's put a Meccano wheel on there. But other than that, it all works. It's a nice little machine. So all I need to get now is the low loader to put it on. So I haven't got one of those low loaders. I've got one type of low loader, but that won't go on it. I need the other type of low loader. There's two different types, so either behind the TK one or behind the Bedford RL. So we'll see what comes up. I'll keep a lookout. So that's all the models I got at the toy fair whilst I was on holiday. So there's quite a few there that I can make some videos of restoring them. Well, that's it then, folks. Thank you very much for watching. I know it wasn't the most gripping of videos, but so thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed it, thank you very much, and please subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Ta-da for now. Cheers.